Hey Vineyard family, as we've been meeting this week as a team and talking about what does it look like for us to stay connected and continue doing ministry in really this uncharted territory that we're navigating as a church and as a culture, we realize we want to raise the bar on communication. That's something I talked about on Sundays. We need to raise the bar. And so we've created a new kind of a communication platform that we're going to be just pushing content out through. It's going to be called Heard It Through the Grapevine, and probably come with some snazzy music. But what we want to do with that is just have a streamlined content where we're going to be able to communicate. And so some days that might be maybe an encouraging devotional thought. Some days that might be more informational. Here's some things that are happening and here's how you can be a part. Other days it might be just something kind of lighthearted fun, just to help us be able to laugh in the midst of a challenging season. So if you want to subscribe to that, this first one we're going to push out through our global kind of email. But moving forward, you're going to need to sign up for that so that we're not pushing content to you that you don't want. And so moving forward, there's two ways you can do that. One, if you sign up for our V-Blast, we're going to push that out through our V-Blast, and we'll send out a link every day that we create that content. We'll send out a link. Secondly, we're going to put it out as a YouTube channel, and so or as YouTube content, and so you can sign up and subscribe to that channel, and then you'll get notifications when there's new content there. So we envision doing this pretty regularly. We don't know if it'll be daily, but we want to keep updated and just stay connected as a church. So the first one is going to follow this video right here, and it's going to be our media director Mitchell just talking about how we're going to be utilizing technology as a church to get content to you, specifically like with Sundays, and encouraging you with here's how you can access our content. But then also maybe if you're wanting to connect with other people, maybe connect with a ministry team or a study group you've been a part of that you can't meet in person, he's going to offer some ideas about different ways that you can connect. So that's the type of thing we're going to be sending out, along with just some stories, sharing stories about what people are doing. And I think it's going to be a great way for us to connect and keep doing ministry and making the invisible God visible in this uncharted territory.
Hey Vineyard Boise, I just wanted to personally reach out and just encourage everybody that through this uncharted territory of dealing with the coronavirus and the spread of everything, it doesn't mean that we have to be in isolation. Just because we're practicing social distancing does not mean that we have to be alone. Technology now offers so many ways that we can still stay connected with one another without having to see each other face to face. Sunday mornings are a huge part of that, and so are some of our weekly gatherings. But through this time, we want to use technology not only to communicate from the church to you, but for the church to connect with one another. Number one is our Facebook. We have two resources on Facebook. We have our Facebook page and we have our Facebook group. You can find our Facebook page at facebook.com/vineyardboise, and that's where we're going to be communicating as a church, as we have new developments of stuff, as we update you on what's happening with weekend services, with our live stream. And then we have our Vineyard Boise group. And in the group, that's where we encourage everybody to connect with one another. That's a great place to post prayer requests, to post needs. That's where the church can really interact with one another. Another really good resource that we're creating is our website. So we've created a website page called vineyardboise.org/COVID-19. And there we're going to post all of our info about our weekend meetings, about any updates that are happening, cancellations, postponements. As this whole situation is just updating and changing rapidly week to week, day to day, sometimes hours to hour, that's where we're going to centralize location for all that communication. So you guys can stay up to date as to what Vineyard Boise is doing. So there's a lot of different online resources that we can use to still stay connected. One is our live stream. That's been a huge thing. We've been doing that for a long time, and just encourage you to keep using that live stream to connect with one another and to engage with the church. We'll still be coming together at Sundays at 10 a.m. You can find the live stream in 3 different locations. So number 1 is our Facebook page. A lot of you have been finding it there. Number 2 is our website at vineyardboise.org/live. It'll always be there as well. And then the the third spot is our app. You just open it up and push the watch live button, and you can watch it there as well. I know this last week, a lot of churches were shifting to live stream, some churches who had never done live stream in the first place. So Facebook got a little bogged down, but our website was rock solid. So if there's one location that seems to be not working for you or seems to be a little buggy, try another location. We'll make sure that all three of those locations are good to go every single week. So in addition to staying connected with the church as a whole, I just encourage you guys to stay connected with one another. There's so many resources at our fingertips that we can use to have that personal interaction, even though we're not in the same room with each other. So just at a glance, some of these resources: FaceTime for those iPhone users. FaceTime each other. If you're in a group of iPhone users, use that group FaceTime. You can do several people at once and have a group FaceTime. Maybe use that for your small group or something like that. Another good resource is Zoom. Zoom is an online meeting platform. You can use your computers, you can use your phone, but it's a great way for everybody to meet. I know the youth group is working on meeting that way, so they're meeting virtually instead of meeting in the same building. Zoom is a really great resource for small groups. If you're not planning on meeting in person still, for the small groups or DNA groups that we're starting up, Zoom is a really great option. And sometimes a good old-fashioned phone call. Maybe make it a conference call, get everybody on the phone together talking. There's a lot of ways that we can stay connected with one another without being in the same room. We'll be posting a lot of these resources on that page on our website, that COVID-19 page. Not only resources on where to get it, where to get more info, but also how to use it. We want everybody to be able to use these resources to the fullest. I know some people are familiar with it and some people aren't. And in this time where we need to utilize that technology a little bit more, we want everybody to use it the best that they can. So whether you're on Mac or PC, iPhone or Android, we want these resources to be available to you. Let's utilize this technology to its fullest. So look out for the communication on our Facebook page and our Facebook group. Go to our website, that COVID-19 page, to get all that centralized information and the communication from us on cancellations, everything like that. And then just look for those lists of resources to stay connected as a congregation, as small groups, and just encourage one another, reach out to one another, and let's stay together and stay connected through this time.